Hello there. This is Holly McDonald with the Costa Mesa Pod, where we discuss all things concerning the lifestyle, businesses, and activities, making our area such a great place to live. And today we have a special announcement. There is something awesome happening in our neighboring city of Huntington Beach that has a lot to do with the culture. Today I have Jeff, I have Cindy with me, and we're going to talk about an event that's happening just in time to bring in the new year. So, Jeff, hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. So January 1st, we're doing the Surf City Splash. This is a tradition in Huntington Beach. This is going to be our 26th year, and it involves just coming down to the beach, having a good time. And at noon, we count down at the foot of the pier. We have a big banner that we string across. People come in costume, but we count down to 12 noon, and at noon, everybody runs through the banner and charges into the water. And you can go in all the way. You can stick your feet in, but that still counts. So we're going to have a little different event this year as we're forecasting rain. So we're cutting it down a little bit, but we are still doing the costume contest, and we are doing the splash itself. And Zach's Surf City down at the foot of the pier is hosting the event. They're going to be offering breakfast burritos and Bloody Marys. They'll be doing a special, so you can come down early for that. And we're going to bring as many pop-up tents as we can get our hands on. So we should hopefully have a dry place for you to eat. And then we had to really cut down on the activities. So the main event is going to be the splash itself, and it's a really fun event. Even if you come to just watch, it's a blast, and even better if you go into the water. And we figure it's raining, so you're going to be wet anyway. So why not go in?
It's like all the more reason to do it this year because you're already going to be wet. So why not? The event also has a tie-in to the museum that I know you do a lot of work with, volunteering. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. The Surf Museum, we're a nonprofit. We're located 2 blocks up Main Street on Olive and Main, right next to Starbucks. And the museum was found. We've been in our location on Olive Avenue since 1990, and we're in a historic building. The building's got a really cool history. It was built in the 1930s, and originally as a field hospital. And it's been a series of doctors, dental offices, a nightclub called Safari Sam's. But we moved in 1990. The museum renovated the building. We've been there ever since. And we don't have a ton of space, so we rotate our display theme about once a year. So our current display theme is Duke's Dream Came True: Surfing's Road to the Olympics. So it covers Duke Kahanamoku, who's considered the father of modern surfing. Covers him from an Olympian in 1912 all the way up through to surfing in the modern Olympics. And one really cool artifact that we had loaned for that is Carissa Moore loaned us her gold medal from the 2020 Olympics. So we've had that displayed throughout. And a kind of fun fact, that's the first ever gold medal awarded in surfing because they did the women's finals before the men's. So she's really the first ever gold medalist. So she's the answer to a trivia question.
That's
And
great.
then we've got surfboards displayed all the way from 100-year-old wood boards all the way up to modern equipment, experimental prototype type of stuff. So we've got really cool stuff from every era. And so we've got a little something for everybody. If you've never surfed before, you don't know anything about it, we can get you on the right track. And if you surfed for 50 years and you're a historian, there's still something for you in the museum.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that is so great about our area is that it does have such a cultural tie-in to surfing. So that is something that I think is really special and unique to our area. And I know that Cindy has been a really big part of the planning for this event And Cindy, if you want to hop on now, I'd love for you to share a little bit more. I know that this year, unfortunately, with the rain, you've had to make some quick decisions about how to restructure it. But what is the history of the event?
Well, let me go ahead and tell my story. So I moved to Huntington Beach in 2017, coming from Northern California. I actually spent a lot of time in Santa Cruz, and I love the beach community. And I have over 40 years experience doing auctions and raffles and stuff like that. Back in 2007, I believe it raised over $16,000 for the families of those children or the college kids who lost their lives. So I've been doing a lot of different fundraising events. For this event, we are actually holding off on the opportunity drawing and the auction, but this is an amazing event and it's a really great way to pay it forward to all these businesses. You have Zach's, you have the International Surfing Museum, and just take the time to come out and create experiences with your friends. And of course, you use hashtag HBISM and hashtag Surf City Splash. And I'll go ahead and take it over to Lee Love.
A lot of people know me as Lee Love or Linda Gioni or whatever, but Love is all you need to know about me. And I started the Splash in 2001 as a part of when I was president of the Huntington Beach Sunrise Rotary Club. So it was started as a fundraiser and community event to recognize volunteers and nonprofits and that type of thing and raise money for nonprofits. So basically, I went from there to Lions Club. I switched from Rotary to Lions, and I love being a Lion. I'm very proud of being part of that pride. I'm part of the Huntington Beach Host Lions Club, and they added the pancake breakfast. And we did that for a few years, and we changed the name of the splash from it was a Pier Plaza Plunge. It was a Huntington Beach Pier Plaza Plunge when we first started because the Pier Plaza was brand new. And we were really trying to promote that and trying to make Huntington Beach an international destination point. You know, that's what we've been doing for many, many years. And now it is, there's no question. But back then in 20 in the year 2000, it was still kind of a little town, whatever. And anyway, we started the Splash and the Lions took over. Then at the time, I was also part of the executive board for the Surfing Museum. And so I thought it would be a really good marriage for the Splash to be put on by the Surfing Museum and be a good fundraiser for them. So they took it over and the Lions were still a part of it and Rotary and it's just a lot of community nonprofits that help out with this whole experience. And then there was the pandemic and the museum closed down for a couple of years. And so they gave me the option of, finding somebody else to take it over. And so Surfrider took it over right during the pandemic. That's why the museum closed. And so during the pandemic, we had a virtual splash. And I think we're kind of going to have something like that this year. We're encouraging people to just send in their pictures of themselves, jumping into something, making a splash somehow, however they want to do it because of the rain. So a lot of people probably won't show up, but all the diehards and locals will. I mean, I've never missed one. I mean, I've never done anything on New Year's Eve for 26 years. So, because I've always been preparing for the splash. But now, the Surfing Museum was able to get the splash back once they opened, and they've just taken it and run with it. I mean, they have promoted it like crazy. They are planning it. I'm just kind of an advisor, and I don't have to do much. And oh, it's just wonderful. And it's a tradition. I mean, everybody just, gets together no matter what, whether I mean, one year we didn't have the splash. We canceled it because of the weather, and people were a little bit irate about it. So, so this year, rain or shine, we're going to be jumping in the water. Casey McKeon is going to be there. He's our new mayor. He's going to do the countdown. We may have a Give 'em Heaven chaplain. Roger might be there. I don't know. But definitely the Queen and her court will be there. Miss Huntington Beach and the two princesses. So, and we, I don't know, I guess we're having a costume contest because I think people are going to come in costume no matter what. I mean, you're going to get wet anyway.
Yeah, the
It's
costume contest is on. We're doing all the categories.
excellent, excellent. Well, for sure, we have this new category that Julie Toledo suggested from City Council, and that is the most patriotic. So, to kick off our 250th anniversary of being an independent nation. So, we're pretty excited about that, and just, being the first of everything for the year, the first fundraiser, the first, for the first thing really for Casey, our mayor, to kick it off. And that's what we do with every mayor every year. It's a tradition, long time. Everything's tradition. We have Jeff and Bushman are going to be blowing the poo, and hopefully we'll have a blessing. Somebody will do it. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know, but yeah, and PT, of course, he'll be there. I mean, diehard surfers are going to be there. They go in the rain. I don't. I'm not. I mean, I will go in, and I encourage people to just make a splash by putting their big toe in. They don't have to go all the way in at all. They don't have to, just get baptized. They can just put their feet in and splash their feet around. So there's all kinds of ways to make a splash. And if you do, you can get a certificate of success to start the year. If you just prefer to just watch from the sidelines, you'll get a certificate of sanity, which, either way, it's a good way to start the year. And there's hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of people that watch from the pier, that watch from the shore, and that go in the water. So there's just the energy is palpable. I mean, you can just cut a knife through it. It's incredible. It's the best way to start the year. It's the biggest, you know, New Year's Day beach bash you could ask for.
It
So
sounds amazing.
that's about it.
I'm so sorry that you all had to pivot. I know how much work goes into an event like this, but it sounds incredible. It sounds like such a great way to start 2026. And heck, why not start off the year with a splash in the rain? Like either way, you're going to be wet. So you might as well enjoy it.
That's right. That's right. And plus, Mike Ali over at Zach's, he always lets us use the area by his shop there and the amphitheater. And he is going to have a $15 burrito and Bloody Mary combos for everybody. So, it's a lot of fun. And there will be pop-ups and tents and, places where people can get out of the rain. Everybody is praying very hard that it won't rain and that we'll have sunshine, but God willing.
As Lee mentioned, we'll sound the poo, which is the Hawaiian conch shell, and then we'll typically have a blessing, and then everybody will walk down about 11:45 to the water, and then right 10 seconds to noon, the mayor will do the countdown, and everyone charges into the water.
Yeah, and if we're having the costume contest, I mean, if you do plan on being part of that, you might want to get there at 11.
Okay, good to know.
But otherwise, just 11:45 is probably just fine.
Well, Jeff, Cindy, Love, thank you so much for all that you do, spreading the word. Happy to share any other events that you have coming up, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's
Happy
National
New
Polar
Year.
Plunge Day too, Holly.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it works out good.
New Year's Day, we're gonna be celebrating National Polar Bear Plunge Day by making a splash in Huntington Beach in Surf City, USA. Very nice to be on your show. Thank you so much for inviting us. We really
Yes, thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much. Have a lovely evening.